First, let me just thank the distinguished representative from Texas for that very generous introduction. Sounds like it could have been written by my mother.
Your mother did, right?
But I greatly appreciate it. Such a high honor and a distinct privilege to receive this award from such an important organization that is doing so much to improve the lives of working families and middle-class folks, everyday Americans, and lifting up the values that we care about. It's also an honor and a privilege to receive an award in such distinguished company, and I salute all of my fellow honorees and those who are making presentations on their distinguished careers and the blueprint that they've set forward for folks like me as we move forward in our attempts to do the people's business. You know, I think that despite the shortcomings and the many shortcomings of this country, that America is still a great country, that the land of the free, the home of the brave, are not just words in a song, but ring true in many quarters throughout this land, that the civil rights and the civil liberties that we enjoy in this country still remain the envy of many in the world, that we still are a beacon of democracy. But when we think about greatness, I think that greatness is something that shouldn't be judged simply by our wealth or by our military power, by our bravery in times of war, but greatness is something that should be determined by how we treat the least of those among us. And on that front, I still think America has a lot that's left to be desired. You know, I represent a district in Brooklyn where there are folks who own million-dollar brownstones, living right across the street from folks in public housing developments who are struggling every day just to put food on the table. We live in a city where Wall Street is the engine that helps to drive the world's economy, creates enormous wealth. Yet 20% of the people who live in this city, 1.6 million folks, live below the poverty line. We live in a state that has the largest income disparity in the nation, the largest disparity between the rich and the poor, the haves and the have-nots, the wealthy and working families, and it's growing by the day. Justice Louis Brandeis, the former distinguished jurist of the United States Supreme Court, once said that state legislatures are laboratories for democracy which are best equipped to provide new and bold and innovative solutions to the problems that our society confronts. And I look forward to working with all of you and with the progressives all across this land to continue to push a progressive public policy agenda in New York State that hopefully not just helps to improve the lives of the 19 million residents who live in this great state of ours, but can help to serve as a model for where we as a country can go to live up to the highest ideals that we all care about. Thank you very much for this award.